everybody, I've got another couple of lots. These are going to be trims that I am selling in two different lots. I have what I'm calling a white pearlescent trim lot, and then a champagne vintage color lot. And both lots are $25 each, shipped in a USPS Priority Mail envelope. This is a padded envelope. So 7 of that is for shipping. So, but that's included, so 25. And if you're interested, please leave your PayPal email address down below in the comment section, or PM me through YouTube here. And with your PayPal email address, if the lot is available, I'll send you an invoice. Please pay that invoice within a couple of hours. And then tracking info will be sent to you via the PayPal service, because that's where I do the USPS shipping label through. And these will go out tomorrow, and you'll have it within a couple of days. Alright, so let's just get into it. I'm sorry, this is US only. I don't know if I said that. But anyway, PayPal and US only. So this is what I'm calling lot number 1. This is the pearlescent white lot. And what I've got here are some of these pink pearl trims. I got this in a Destash from SAW about 2 or 3 years ago. And I've got quite a few packs of these, so I'm throwing 2 of these packs in here. I'm throwing these sprays in here. There are 3 different floral white sprays in here. There's some pearl trim that's wound through each of the sprays. There's some opalescent white flowers, little stem, not a little stem, there's a few stems in here. It's one single flower per stem, so and then it's got the little white leaves in it. And then I have this pearl bridal trim that's in here too, and I'm not sure, I think it's just under a yard of that trim right there. So there's that. And then I had this beautiful trim that I got from Shilpa a couple, again, 2-3 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. It was a long time ago that I got this trim from Shilpa. And I'm not sure too. I think it is, let's see, 16 is 32. This may be 2 yards of material. 2 yards of this trim. And it is just so pretty. It's got the pearls, and there's like little seed pearls around rhinestones, and then there's just the larger pearls in here, and this is just so beautiful. I used it on one of my hat boxes that I had made for a Trésors Deluxe design team project about you know, a few years ago when I was on that team. But anyway, this is just a beautiful trim. I hate to let it go, but it's time. I'm slowly starting to just destash some stuff that I'm not using, even though I just want to hoard it and keep it forever. And then there is this little trim right here. Again, just another pretty white trim. I keep showing it everything upside down. Anyway, there's that beautiful trim right there. And then I'm not sure if some of this may be from when I was on the Trésors Deluxe design team. So it may be just some pieces I had left over from my Trésors Deluxe design team package. But I was buying laces from so many different sellers at one point. I don't even remember where half of this came from. This is a smaller piece. I loved this. I had a huge piece of this because I loved cutting these apart to use in some of the fabric projects I used to do. So I don't have too much of that left, but it's enough to cut apart and be able to use. And then this is another beautiful large trim right here. So pretty. Again, you could just cut these apart, use the flowers, put a little center in there, or just keep it like it is, wrap it around whatever it is you're trimming out, whether it's a fabric book or whatever. Any kind of fabric piece. Just so pretty. And then I do have like this Martha Stewart pack right here. And there are pins in here, so whoever purchases this, just keep in mind that a lot of these laces are kept together with straight pins. So be very careful when you're getting into these, because I don't want you to poke yourself. And then here's another little trim piece. And then this is like a vintage trim that I had purchased from like a dressmaker or something here in Sarasota. And she had a bunch of old laces and stuff, so I bought some, and this is some of that vintage trim. And then here's another piece from Saw Crafters, from Saw, that I had purchased, and this is like a pearlescent white, opalescent, whatever you want to call it, white beaded trim. Okay, so that's lot 1, $25 shipped. This is lot number 2. This is what I'm calling the Champagne Vintage Rusty, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so these are, I have 3 packs of trims. No, that's not, just these 2. These 2 are coffee or tea stained trims that I've already done. You know what I'm trying to say. A coffee or tea stained them myself. They were white, so that process has already been done. I'm including it on the little ribbon spool that I made. This is how I store all my laces, by the way, so I just decided to just keep it on top of that. And this is another really pretty piece. Quite a bit there. That's probably a yard. I don't think I've ever used this, so just a beautiful trim. And here is another like gold thread trim piece right here. It's a sheer lace. And then on the other side, this is another little trim piece right here that's in this really sparkly gold. And then there's a lot of this lace right here. Quite a bit of that. That pack, I'm just including this little Michaels frame because it just kind of went with all the colors. Here is another really beautiful piece that I'm having a hard time letting go of. But this is a beautiful trim that's got, and again, I think this might be 2 yards. I'm not sure. 16, 32, like a yard and a half maybe. But this is just some beautiful like champagne pearls and rhinestones all beaded on this netting here. So pretty, just beautiful. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna have to pack all this back up again. That's the only thing that sucks about doing these Destashes is you get it all nice and packed up because you want to make sure it fits, and then you just have to tear it all apart again to show it. And here again is another just beautiful wide, let me see, let me measure this. This is from this point here to the top is about 6 inches. So this is like a 6-inch wide trim piece. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful trim. And I'm including some of these bling pieces. There's 2 or 3 missing out of this. There's a couple, one here and one here. But there's that. Some more of these from Saw. There's a couple packs. I just thought it went with the kit. These by Kaisercraft. And this is a champagne colored pearl trim, so it's a little bit different. If you can see the difference right here. There is a color difference on the pearls in the first lot to this lot right here. This is more of like a champagne color pearl. Okay, that's it, you guys. Leave comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.